Ado is amazing. Oh my goodness.
Hello everyone, I'm Ado!
Ado, the talented 22-year-old artist from Japan who sang cover songs in her closet, which then led her to later on have a #1 song of her own. Yeah, I finally got to go to her concert. What's up guys, I'm in Dallas, Fort Worth here, about to go to an Ado concert. If you don't know Ado, she's a very famous Japanese artist. I've been listening to her since she brought out her first single, Usseewa, which was on the top 1 Billboard charts in Japan. Just randomly found it. I was like, dang, this girl's really good. She's gonna go far. And needless to say, she's gone very far. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna listen to some great music and have a good time. So, let's go. Ado has never revealed her face yet, which I think is a very smart and cool idea for various reasons, but because of this, the staff at the concert were very strict on filming. Even before the concert, if you were caught filming, then you would immediately be hit with a warning. I speak from experience, by the way. I mean, I just tried to get a video of the stadium just to show I was there, and then boom, they were on me so quick. Pause. But in all retrospect, they were very good at their job. Although, in the show, I couldn't help but just notice this one guy staring into the audience, which kind of threw me out of the show a little bit, but I totally understand his job. He took it very seriously. But I digress. This show was incredible. I had tried to see Ado in Japan before, but the air lottery system, it's just not it. Bruh. And then she came to the US before, but I wasn't able to go. But thankfully, this time, she came back to the US. Yay, capitalism. So when I got there, I sat down thinking I got some good seats. And then you had the band come out, which were amazing. I'll talk about that later. And then finally, Ado comes out, starting the song Usseewa. And then when she came out, seeing her for the first time was very dark. Not in the way you think. She's a silhouette. I mean, of course, I knew that going in, but if you didn't know, there you go. So yeah, since she doesn't reveal her face, all you can really see is a silhouette. So there's a box on the stage, and then you have the band out in front. And I would say the technology they've used was very high tech. It looked like kind of like wires and bars on the, it's like basically a cage. You can't see in it. Speaking of not seeing in it. So remember I said I thought I had good seats? Well, maybe I didn't. So in the area I was sitting, there was the corner of the box. So where Ado was singing the whole time, I couldn't really see her. It was that blind spot. Yeah, seeing her in the corner, as you can tell here, I was in this area, and right here was the area I was seeing, and as you can see, fantastic view. I was basically just looking at the band the whole time because I was like, I'm tired of looking at the box. All right. I mean, I can still hear her singing, but like, bro. So yeah, since I couldn't see her very often, just the corner, I just started looking at the band and just enjoying them, you know. While I mean, listening to Ado as well. But I think if I got to see her a few years ago, I think it would have been a much bigger deal now. But still, this has been on my bucket list to see Ado in concert, and I'm not even a big fan of concerts. She's one person that I just really wanted to see. I don't really care about seeing other concerts. The only one would be Eminem, but it's not really likely to get that. So after Ado played a couple songs, she would then try to speak English. She would speak Japanese too, of course.
Sugoi!
Obviously we're in America, so she would try to speak English. And I have to say, her English is getting better. I love the support of the audience, the fans, just like appreciating her trying to speak English. It's kind of broken, but you still can kind of understand her. It was just so cute, you know, her trying.
Made makes me happy. So
one time she talked about, like, you know, being lonely, which is, you know, very, like, you know, deep and personal, you know, back then. And she was trying to send out a message, but she was saying like in Japanese, and then she would say it in English like 3 times. And it's like, oh, hi, wakata. Like, we understand. I still appreciate the fact that she was trying, you know, just seeing the audience react to her. It was just nice seeing people really be affected by her music. And I think that's very important, just to see how she, you know, was just a girl sitting in her closet, was lonely, depressed, didn't know what to do with her life, and then all of a sudden, you know, she now is signed to a major record label, traveling the world, sharing music with millions of people. I think she's definitely branding a new Ado. I'm really looking forward to seeing how she does that. And I love how one of the messages she had shared was that how she wants to share happiness all over the world. So I see she just tries to really spread positivity with amazing music. So let me talk about that real quick. The band, holy crap. They're so good. They're all talented. I love listening to Ado, but I think what really got me, my voice just like yelling, was the guitar player. That dude shredded. This is him right here. I forget his name currently, but as you can tell, it's right there. So really, I didn't forget. As you can see, you're reading it right there. Anyway, but that's really like what got my adrenaline pumping. You know, Otto's going off and all this band's going off. Like, yeah! But yeah, the girl on the keyboard, holy crap, dude. Very talented. Very talented. She was also like getting you into it as well. I mean, obviously the music, you know, you feel it. But she just like jumped up, down, dancing, just killing it, having a great time. The drummer, the bass player, it was all fitting. I just caught myself thinking when I was watching them, just like, what am I witnessing? I'm like witnessing art. This could be considered a masterpiece. This was absolutely incredible, and I couldn't film it. Now to back up a little bit, I just wanted to say, why? Just let me take a photo. But this was like very strict Japanese rules. It's fine. Everybody still had a great time. The video restriction was like no audio recording, no cameras, no binoculars. I was like, dang, no binoculars. But the point is listening to the music. That's why we're here. It's the music, right? Because when I listen to Otto, I'm glad that, again, she hasn't shown her face, because you have an image in your mind, I guess. But when you hear the music and you don't know what she looks like, you just really focus more on the music, you know? And that's really what it's about. Now these days, you got to show, like, you know, music videos, like, for instance, K-pop stars, you always have to have a good image, and then you have to have good music. But in this case, you just, you know, focus more on the music, go 100%, lock in, and make the best music you could possibly make. So in this case, I just really believe Otto is just so talented. Where if I were to compare with other talented musicians, now this is kind of big to say, but I would say she's on the level of Ariana Grande, Eminem, Michael Jackson. Like, she is that talented where she could be the biggest star in the world. Her voice range, oh my goodness, her voice range, it goes from here to here. She's got like a deep voice originally, but she can make it very high pitched to very like deep and strong. Just the availability of just going anywhere. And that's why I compare it kind of with Ariana Grande. But again, she's her own person, and she just does it amazingly. Now, she doesn't have the level of fame as those three do, but she has the talent there. And because she's doing tours around the world, I'm just happy to see that people are recognizing her talent. We are really living in the time of one of the best artists that ever lived. Otto is doing extraordinary work, and I think she's just getting started.
Don't